Hi, we welcome you back to Spiritual Journey Podcast. I'm Mary Silvernail, and I'm your host, and also Thomas Knights Templar, co host. And we're going to be talking about, of course, the angels tonight,
Yes, we
right?
will be.
Yeah, we have some
And
nice stuff to talk about. Yes.
especially a really, really wonderful angel, beautiful angel, Archangel Haniel. Okay, Archangel Haniel, like most archangels, is depicted in a feminine, but some people say it's masculine. But she came to me the other night when I was in meditation, and it was a feminine energy, without a doubt.
Oh, tell us about it.
Why?
Oh, come
I'm
on.
kidding.
You had told me before, and it was a beautiful
Yeah,
experience you had.
It was.
Divine.
Yes, she came in like the other archangels come to me, sparkling with her colors.
Yes.
Now I saw them sparkling blue and green, and when you look at the color that she associated with is turquoise, which is blue and green essentially.
And you didn't know that before.
No,
You
I
didn't
did
realize
not.
that
I didn't
before,
know that. I
see?
didn't put two and two
Yeah.
together. But when you put two and two together, the blue being Michael and the green being Raphael, you couldn't have anybody better to be depicted after.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. So,
Okay, so tell us what happened.
why? When I was meditating?
Well, do you
Well,
don't mind?
Well, what happened was lately I've been waking up at 3:16 in the morning, and of course I did, and I just say, let me while I'm here, anytime 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock is the best time to do any kind of prayers. It's when the veil is the thinnest between this world and the next.
God's time.
Yes, so it's God's time, and so I started to. First, I grabbed my phone to look at it, and I have an angel card reading thing on there that I use every once in a while, to see who's connecting. And sure enough, what does it come up? Archangel Haniel, who we were talking about who we were going to have on a show, and I said Haniel,
Yes.
but because of a back order on the particular statue, we didn't have anything to depict her with. But she's available in a print, so we're going to have those. And anyway, so I texted Mary immediately at that time in the morning, not using my common sense, that most people are sleeping. Okay, so
Well, sometimes I'm not.
that's
I'm up
why I
I'm
sent
up
it.
then too, lots of
so I
times.
sent it to her.
Yeah.
Right, and when I was reading what it said, I knew that was a sign that that's the angel that has to be on the show that day.
Absolutely.
So that's why we have Archangel Haniel today.
Yes.
Right? She is depicted as her name means the joy of God. Okay.
She's gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
We can show you a picture of her.
Of Haniel.
As soon as that
yeah.
little man in the booth runs over to the desk.
Stop. Don't tease Kenny. Okay.
Right, it's coming up.
There she is.
There you go.
Isn't she gorgeous?
She has some silvery blue wings.
Yeah.
And she is associated with the moon. She's commonly known as the moon. If you want to contact Haniel, the best time to do it is right now. You're in the moon cycle.
Well,
Okay.
actually, this is an
And
eclipse
that's the
with a
thing.
Scorpio eclipse.
Well, you definitely
Yeah.
want to call out to her because she'll come in, immediately to help you. This is her time.
Yeah.
That's the best time to call out to her.
The new moon and the full moon.
Yeah.
She loves, but especially also the full moon that's coming on November the 8th, the Taurus full moon, another eclipse. So see how she's depicted there with the moon. And you were saying before to me before the show that her gemstone, in order to be close with her, yes, is
Moonstone.
moonstone. Makes sense, right?
It does. If you want to contact Archangel Haniel, I would recommend that you do, especially right now. Okay, she's the angel of intuition. Women are mostly associated with intuition, but men have intuition too. But because we're of a macho breed, we don't give into that. So we come up with a more manly word like hunch. Okay? Yikes. Hunch.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's your divine inspiration, and she's the one that depicts it.
Yeah, she really does. And the other thing is, too, she has a lot to do with love. Just like Archangel Shamuel has to
Well,
do
they're
with
all
love.
beings of love. That's why.
Well, yes. The reason is, though, with Haniel, yes, they are all beings of love. That is the truth. But, as we know, and I'd like to convey, is that each archangel has a particular job to do. And as far as Archangel Haniel, she really likes to work with bringing love into your life. Actually, one of
Well,
the
she's
things,
bringing joy into your life, so I would as well.
and love.
I mean,
yeah.
if you want a relationship or something like that, there are other archangels that are specific for that. However, she does it too, but she does it out of bringing a joy into your life.
This is true.
Okay, so a joy into your life could be a personal relationship with a man or woman, whatever it is, or it could be a relationship with co-workers. Could be a relationship with people you find difficult, and all of a sudden they're not difficult because you called in the archangel to help you. The archangel gives you the path to which to take. All right, to come to the right culmination of what it is you want. All right. As always, I would remind you all that you don't try to use the archangels. You don't try to do anything against what would be another person's free will. Okay? Because that won't work. All right, that won't work at all.
So, does anything we're talking about in reference to the archangels, we're not talking about spell work. Okay. Right. We're not talking about spell work. The angels don't want to participate in that.
No.
So what we're talking about is asking the angels to help and guide you. Now also Archangel Haniel, besides the moon, which that's number one with her, but she is also associated with the planet Venus, the planet of love. Love. So that's why I feel like if you work with her and you work with Archangel Shamuel and you say prayers to them and talk to them, that they'll really help bring an outstanding love into your life.
When you like you said, when you're contacting them, remember not everyone receives the angel the same way.
Yep.
The angel may not depict herself to you the way that we're describing, but the angel will show you some kind of sign that she's there. All right? Not everybody gets the same thing. Whoa, I painted my room turquoise waiting for Haniel to come, and nothing. There was a weird light in the corner of my room. I mean, however she comes to you, she comes there to bring joy into your life, help you to find that center in you that is your joy. You never let anyone steal your joy. And anytime somebody tries to, you call on Archangel Haniel, okay, to help restore it.
Yeah, because she is the angel of joy. You're
right.
absolutely right. The other thing is that she loves children very much and protects the children.
I could have sworn you were
Carries
about
them.
to say she loves chocolate. I was going to say, how do you know that? Then you said children. When you did the wrapping of the arms thing, I figured
Yeah,
if she liked
loves
chocolate that
children.
much.
Yeah, she loves children. Actually, I got to tell you something that I noticed in that picture, and I didn't realize it until I was looking at it on the monitor screen here.
Which one? The one we had up before?
Yeah. Can we see that picture again?
Okay. She has a crystal ball on her hand.
Look at the other hand.
Yeah, look at the bracelet.
Look at the bracelet.
I know.
Wow.
Okay, guys, see the bracelet? See the bracelet? Okay.
Didn't even realize.
You can't make it. Listen, you can't make it up. You just can't make it up.
So, honey,
I had no idea she's going to have it on. Up until just 10 minutes before this, I had my Native American bracelet on. Okay.
Oh my goodness! And then we look at Haniel. Okay, she's telling us thank you, because initially what I was saying, and you could take down the picture now, Ken. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, tell me that isn't weird.
No,
Tell me that
well,
isn't
yes,
weird.
because we were
Oh
talking
my
because we didn't
God.
have a statue for her.
Yeah.
Okay, that we were thinking about doing Archangel
Barachiel.
Barachiel is
Yeah,
right
which
here.
I have him here.
Okay, all
And
right,
I brought him with his bread basket. And the reason is for Thanksgiving.
that's right.
But then Tommy was very insistent on having Archangel Haniel. And
Yes.
okay, so be it. But yeah, she's very happy. You
Well,
know?
I'm happy she's happy. She's
Yeah.
happy. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
You know?
You know.
So yeah, we couldn't get a statue though of Archangel Haniel, but we have a couple of statues here that we actually sell in Spiritual Journey. You have one over there,
Well,
which is
that's
Zadkiel.
Zadkiel.
Right.
Zadkiel is always with me. He's my guardian archangel.
Right.
He's on the seventh ray, and with Saint Germain, and that's where I usually stay there.
Well, no wonder then, because I was reading something about Haniel that she's on the seventh ray also. So this makes complete sense. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You know, but anyway, so then this is Barachiel. And we'll do a little bit of talking about him in a little while. But these are some of the angels that we sell. And,
Is the website up?
spiritual, not yet. It's going to be very shortly. I mean, the website part of it is, but all the items are not on there yet, but they will be shortly.
Okay.
Been working very diligently on that. And, but the website itself that you can go on, hopehypnosis.com, and then go to the Spiritual Journey pages, and you'll be able to see any of the podcasts that Tommy and I have done together, the Spiritual Journey podcast, and also some of the items in the store.
That we have.
Right, in Waretown,
That's right.
exit 69 on the Parkway in New Jersey. But the online shopping, we'll have that up absolutely before Christmas. So anyway, and there's a lot of interesting things, right? Because remember, I was
Yes.
I mentioned this to you. Why don't you?
Well, you brought it. You put it there.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's in rose. It's in rose quartz. It's the color of Shamuel,
Right,
and
the
yeah.
angel of love. But this is a beautiful. This is a beautiful crystal angel, and this one is Shamuel. This is all rose quartz. And you have one in amethyst, right?
yes.
Yeah. So they come in different stones. We also have the clear quartz also. So these are all items that Spiritual Journey sells. Just some of them. And oh, by the way, remember, I think you were quite surprised about this, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you smelled it.
Smelled it. It smells like a fabuloso fest up here.
Well, I only have 3 of the packs of
Yeah, but
it.
that is really, 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 wow. It
It's
smells
very,
great.
it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's absolutely beautiful. What else do you expect, right? This is incense,
Listen,
and this is Archangel
Yeah.
incense, and this one is particularly made with what Archangel Haniel.
Wow.
Haniel. I know.
Now
Okay,
you-
I made a mistake.
You made him
Okay.
Hispanic. Okay. Honey, meow.
Haniel.
Okay, good.
This is the incense that actually draws Archangel Haniel,
Yes.
because all the senses,
Wow.
and you fill your senses with the smell of this, and that brings that particular Archangel. This one is Metatron. I mean, I only brought a few of them. We have a lot of different Archangels, and of course, this one is Michael.
You
You
get
know,
a nice,
that
you get
everybody loves
into a
it.
nice space in your home,
Yeah.
all right, and you light one of these incense, and you call upon the archangel that it corresponds to, and you call in that energy. The best time to do this with Archangel Haniel is during this period right now until the full moon and all the rest of that, because this is when
That's
her
right.
her is at its climax right now. It's easier to connect.
Her energy.
Her energy is like exploding right now, especially there's an eclipse this month, right?
We're in an eclipse right now. Okay,
Yeah.
we're in one eclipse. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the Scorpio new moon eclipse.
Okay.
And then November the 8th,
Mhm.
boom, full moon eclipse in Taurus.
All right.
So 2 eclipses in a row. We're in the eclipse season. So
We have been in an eclipse climate. I mean, when I was a kid, I don't remember this. I remember you used to get one solar eclipse every 10 years, whatever it was, and
yeah.
you had to look through a piece of paper with a hole in it and let it shine on the thing, and you could see the paper hole. It was bright, and then it turns dark, and then it gets light again. And you were like, wow, impressive. And what the, really. We had so many eclipses now, I don't know, moon eclipse, this eclipse, that eclipse.
Also, if you go on hopehypnosis.com, you can read on a monthly basis the astrological column with the special planetary effects about these moons and about where the planets are moving and your horoscope, etc. It's actually, I write that and I put it up every month.
Every month
And about the angels. We have a special page in reference to the angels, different angels. Actually, this month for Thanksgiving is Barachiel.
Barachiel, okay.
Yeah, Barachiel.
Isn't he
is
the
for this-
harvest archangel?
Yeah, can we talk about him a little bit, okay? Because it's Thanksgiving, and there he is with his bread basket.
Yeah, tell me about Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday next to Christmas.
Well, that's because it's around your birthday.
Well, I was born on that.
There you go.
So,
See? See? So, Archangel Barachiel is the angel of plenty and brings plenty. So, if you're having some abundance in your life, if you're having some problems that you need some financial help or something like that, just call upon Archangel Barachiel. I mean, he has a lot of duties. I actually have an article that's up online that I wrote on at hopehypnosis.com.
Well, you have archived stories on there too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Some of them.
In case you want to go back.
The newspaper columns that
you can go back
was
and
writing.
look at the readings and things like that from time prior to that.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of the television shows too. I have a lot of them that you and I on your TV show, God's Way, Yatave, that I was a guest, and your Tuning Into the Angels show is on there. And also Astrology, Angels, and More that I'm the host of. So there's a lot of information on there, but there's a few pages that are dedicated just to spiritual journey, to the podcast and the gift shop. But Archangel Barachiel also, I just wanted to mention this, that Archangel Barachiel can also help someone if they're trying to have a baby. If they want
that's part
to
of
have
abundance.
a baby.
If you have a baby, that's abundance.
Right.
That's abundance.
But Barachiel works very nicely with Archangel Gabriel. In reference to that. And then what we were talking about, to get back to Archangel Haniel. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, am I pronouncing that right? I can't believe
Haniel,
I'm asking you.
Well, you know what, Haniel, because she is the archangel of intuition. All right, she wants you to search within yourself. Don't look for the answers outside of yourself, because they're not there. She wants you to look inside of yourself, to your higher self, to your God sense. Okay, and that's where she wants you to connect. You connect to God. The archangel will help you do all these things. That's what they were created for.
Yes.
To be able to help us to navigate through this chaotic world that we live. All right. She's like having your own spiritual life coach. Only thing, she's an archangel. You can't ask for any better than that. All right. What? I'm getting a whiff of her. Oof.
I know. You can. I know.
I'm
you
getting
can't
a whiff
smell
of her.
what we're talking about here.
They don't have smell-o-vision yet. But if it ever comes down, boy, you're going to be telling us to tune it down.
Right? But you
Wow.
could feel that
She's
that's
happy.
correct.
She's so happy
Yes.
that we're talking about her.
Yes.
She's so happy. I can feel it.
That whole bracelet thing just blew my mind.
What, this here? Yeah, well,
No, on her wrist.
what can you
That
say?
was a confirmation confirmation.
The Archangel has good taste. She wore the right color. Happens to be her color.
And it does happen to be her color. But
Yeah.
see, this is another confirmation. Tommy and I talk about this all the time.
Synchronicities
about,
like you cannot believe whenever we
Yeah.
do anything. It just starts boom, 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 one thing after another. Whatever.
It's unreal.
You know,
it
it's
really,
just
really
crazy.
is. It really is. I mean, how, oh, wow. Going on a long time. But there was another one. And what else do you have to tell us about Haniel? Because what happened to you is absolutely divine. I love it. I love it.
I loved it too because I tell you the truth, it was funny because when I woke up, you know, it's I think it's John 3:16. I'm not sure the actual verse, but I think it's "Come with me, and I'll make you fishers of men." That's what I do. You know, I'm a metaphysical teacher. I teach people, you know, to find God within them.
That's right.
All right, and then they go on to teach others. All right, but they, you know, they don't go out there and subvert the word. You know, so they're just gonna teach others about the angels, God, and everything else like that.
How to guide through life.
Well, yes.
You know, gently, smoothly, joyously. That's really what it's about. Isn't that what everybody wants?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you were saying before, I really liked, in reference to the color ray that the light that she brought forth. See, because that's how I always see the angels too. I see them in light. That's how they show themselves
that's
to
how
me,
I see
rays
them.
of light.
You know.
And what you were saying, that combination of the blue and the green.
Yes. Yes.
What were you telling me before about that?
Well, because I feel that the energy that was there that night, you know, was just 2 nights ago. That's how I knew that this was a done deal. She's the one that's coming on the show.
That's it.
She came to me and basically, you know, I'm here, I'm coming. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's who I wanted to have on there.
Yes.
You know, and
You knew it was.
I knew that was going to be, and she
That's
proved
it.
it. She just showed herself to me and proved it. That yes, you made the right choice for this particular period I'm coming on now. It's just because right now we're in the moon energy, and that's her speciality. So she's here. All right, I know she's here with us now.
Yes.
Because that incense is incredible.
It is, isn't it?
I'm gonna go home. My wife's gonna say, "Who's that woman you were with?" I said, "What woman?" You know, and it's gonna be the incense. You know?
Because of the incense, and that's how it smells as soon as you walk in spiritual journey.
Yeah,
That's what you get immediately. And anybody who walks in there says, "Oh, it smells so good in here."
It's a real Zen space. A Zen space is a quality space where you go in there and you're relaxed when you walk in. As soon as you walk in,
Yep.
you know, leave your troubles at the door because they don't serve you. You come in and you're in the Zen space there. Mary's there. You know, if you need spiritual counseling, whatever you may need, you want to contact your angels, you want a reading, you want hypnosis, maybe you have a phobia, maybe you smoke, maybe you overdrink, or maybe you're, whatever your issue may be. Phobias are big, right now. So many people have so much fear in them because it's driven. It is so horribly driven by state-run media. Okay, and you have to know this: that the minute you recognize it for the fraud that it is, no matter what they say, it falls away from you. Doesn't stick to you because you're aware of it. That's the one thing that they have tried to do is beat out common sense. All right? You read something and it tells you exactly what you read, and they're trying to tell you that's not true. Okay? They're trying to tell you that's not true. They want to remove God from your life. And they're working on it. You have to hear not a mention anywhere about God in this chaotic political arena. And it's scary.
And yet on the dollar bill, in God we trust.
Yeah, well, for now.
Yeah.
You know, pretty soon it'll be like for an indigenous person in heaven, we trust. You know, really. Stop trying to change what is. What's in the past is just that, in the past. Leave it there. Doesn't serve you anymore. Taking down statues of something that happened 400 years ago. What do you care? What do you care? All right? Doesn't mean a thing. It will not change a thing. Okay? It won't. And the history that's being written now is like reading a really bad trash novel because it's a joke. It's a joke.
Well,
You see the need for archangels. You see the need for them now.
absolutely.
You know, it's just
Absolutely.
people. You definitely need to contact your archangels, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your ascended masters. You have all of these
Talk
people
to God.
that are God filled, God created. Okay, lifetime and generation after one, after another, after another, after another, and become ascended masters. Okay, why wouldn't you connect to that instead of going to this world thinking that you go one day and life is another week until you go to the following weekend. No, it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You don't connect with nothing with that.
That was, you and I have talked about this.
At that.
That was, no, but about, we had done that show, the Astrology Angels and More. You were a guest
Yeah.
on my show, and Brian's. And you were, wow. I think that between the two of us, what we talked about regarding the Ascended Masters, that's a really, really good show to watch. It's on YouTube. And it's called Ascended Masters, and it's Astrology, Angels, and More. But what we went through, because a lot of times you don't hear too much about the Ascended Masters.
No.
You do hear about the angels, and you do hear, but and a lot of other metaphysical things, but you don't hear too often about the Ascended Masters.
No.
And they're just waiting to also help you. And very, very strong. They had walked on this earth, and they're incarnated, as Tommy was saying before.
That's right.
They went through many, 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 many lifetimes to reach the pinnacle,
The pinnacle.
of
That's right. That's a
ascension.
perfect word. I was just thinking of it.
Yeah, the pinnacle of ascension. And so they're very, very, very wise teachers
Yes, they are.
to connect with,
Yes, they are.
right?
Yeah. You might think you know the way. They will show you the right way, the better way. Okay? To come from a position of love. I've said this so many times in all the different shows I've been on and my own show. If you do not come from a position of love, okay, then everything is lost. Everything is lost. These people, if you're fighting with your brother or your sister, you're not talking over stupid stuff, give it away. It does not serve you. All right? And then you don't want to go through your life if something should happen, okay, without forgiving that person. Forgiveness is divine. Forgiveness is one of the God-given things that were given to us. To be able to forgive others is forgiving yourself. If you think you're so pristine that you are out sin, as it says as Jesus said in the Bible, then you cast the first stone. All right? Don't sit there and judge others and think that you're not going to be judged, because you will.
Very therapeutic, too.
Yes.
To forgive, because then
right.
you're not carrying that
You're not
weight
carrying that weight with you.
anymore.
Give it away. Give it away. It does not serve you. Things of the past are just things of the past. I have a problem with nostalgia. I love the way life in this country was 40 years ago, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? I don't like the way it is now. Okay? I don't like the way it is now. And I just think it is a Sodom and Gomorrah type of world we live in right now. And even in the Bible it does say, in the Bible it says, when evil is good and good is evil, these are the end times.
That's right.
And you are definitely in the end times. Okay? We're going to come out of this. Okay? We're going to come out of this. There's no doubt about it. All right? And it's just right around the corner when it's going to happen. And when it does, all of you out there that were on the other side of the fence, are going to wake up and smell the roses. Okay? You're going to smell the roses. All right? When you're wrong, say you're wrong. Ask for God's forgiveness and move on with your life. God forgives you. God is nothing but forgiveness and love. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you ask him, or why wouldn't you tell him, Father, forgive me? Jesus said it too. Forgive them, Father. They have sinned. And he forgave them. When you step in for somebody else who's really crazy as far over as you can possibly go, and say, forgive them, because they don't know what they do. And that's the truth. They're all of this 3D world. They're indoctrinated here, have no idea that there's supposed to be a spiritual growth path here. Not a religious growth path, a spiritual growth path. Religion might tell you some of the players, but it doesn't give you what you need.
Metaphysics does.
Yes. The Bible is the greatest metaphysical book, and Jesus was the greatest metaphysician. Yes, master.
Jesus was
metaphysician.
Absolutely.
Okay? And all of these angels that you see here, when you commune with them, they will tell you the same thing. You can ask them anything. All right? They will tell you the same thing. They will guide your path if you're going to let them. All right? That's up to you.
It's really nice what you were saying before about going into a meditation and asking, such as Haniel, to come. Maybe you have the incense burning and you have a beautiful moonstone next to you, or you're wearing it, and you connect. That's how you connect. The other thing that's beautiful to do, especially if there's worries on your mind that you'd like to release, is to do some automatic writing.
You can do that. I always say when you have something like that, I tell people all the time, I said, take your problems, give them to God and the angels, and go free.
And that's how you can
and
do it.
Just forget about it. Just go free.
But lots of times when you actually physically write it, that's so therapeutic, and then you could take that paper and burn it or tear it up or whatever.
I am God's sovereign grace, and these things don't affect me. All right? And so it is. Give it to God and the angels. Give it to them.
Because
take the little piece of paper, put it in the. Oh, well, we didn't bring that, did you?
No, we had that on a couple. Oh, the little gods. You give it to God. We have a little box that we sell, and it's to give it to God. This beautiful little box, and then those really nice angel ones are coming.
The angel ones
too.
Are coming.
The little angel boxes, the
The
wishes.
Aladdin's lamp.
Yeah, and the Aladdin lamp. Yeah. Oh.
You put the wishes in there, right? And you put it in there, and you know that you've given it to God and the angels, and just let it go. You know what I mean? Be grateful. Always be a grateful receiver of anything you receive from the angels and the archangels. Okay? Always be grateful from the ascended masters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From my heart to your heart. Thank you so much. All right? They love a grateful human. You might say, they love to help you. You come from the human side of things. Therefore, you have a world of dualities.
That's right.
Okay? Where when you connect, all right, to the other side, to the Delta side, you have 1 foot in this side, 1 foot on the other side. You are one with them. One. Not two. Not a front and a back, not a top and a bottom, If you take, for argument's sake, if you took an orange and you sliced it a 1/4 inch thick all the way through, and I took one from the middle and you took one from the end, and I asked you, what does that orange taste like? It tastes like all the orange that I have cut up into pieces. It tastes all the same.
That's right.
We are all the same. Okay? We are all the same. Do not let others put depictions on you. Don't let them put divisions on you. Don't let them separate you by race or by gender or by whatever you think you might be or you're not. I'm not this, I'm not that. Never mind that. We're all human beings. Okay? You're all human beings. You all answer to God. Okay? One way or the other, you answer to God. And you know what the whole thing is? When you die and you go and you do your life review, you're the one who reviews you. Did you follow the path you were supposed to do that you signed on for? And if it's no, guess what? You're back. Until you do it again. And you do it again and you do it again.
The ones on the other side, I do a lot of medium readings. And the ones on the other side, it's just pure love. That's what I connect with.
There is only love.
That's all.
There's no opinion.
It is.
There is no opinion. There's no separations. There's no denominations. There's none of this. Man created that.
No.
Because when God created
There's
man,
no hate. There's no.
He created you with free will. Your free will has been your damnation, and your free will can be your deliverance. Use your free will to have deliverance, not damnation. Okay? Because that's moving away from God. When you move towards God, you're on the right path.
Amen.
And so it is.
So it is. Yes. You know, there was a couple of other things that I just wanted to mention a little bit of. Okay. You know, we were talking about the moon before, and this is actually a full moon candle that's sold at Spiritual Journey. And as you could see, it's dressed. And what it means is when a candle is dressed, it has the nice little herbs and crystals. Do you see those nice little clear quartz crystals in there? Yep. Tommy, isn't that lovely? And this is great to burn at the time of the full moon. I also have
It's also great to take any crystals that you may have home,
right,
and put them outside in the light of the full moon.
That's right.
Because that's where they recharge. That's where they re-energize. Mine are in the windows a lot of times. You know, when the moon is, you know, and there's full moon, it comes right through my window like it's there to say, okay, wake up. You know, it's like somebody put a flashlight on my face. That's how bright it is. Even with the blinds closed, right through.
Yeah, I thought somebody left the light on in the back.
So did I.
I know.
You know?
Anyway, but there's all different kinds of...
This is not the harvest moon, is it? Or
no, no. We had the harvest moon
Did we have that
last
already?
month. Yeah.
That's a real bright orange one.
Right. This... Now you're testing me. This is the
testing you?
Scorpio. Yeah, this is the Scorpio eclipse. It's a new moon. This is not full. This is black. It's all dark. Okay? The full moon is all round and lit up and beautiful. Yeah. You know. But no, I'm saying you're testing me because I can't remember which moon this is now, as far as like hunters, buck moon, whatever.
Buck moon, waning moon,
yeah,
waxing moon,
the whole, all
wax
of that.
on, wax off.
No. We're wet. Well, now we're new.
We're new,
okay?
I know.
And then after this, we're going to be waxing, and you wax until it's full. And then once it's full, then it starts waning.
Then it starts waning.
Yes, exactly.
Remember, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, you still got the power of the moon with you.
Yep. So, anyway, and this other candle here, these are very powerful manifesting candles. This is for Mercury retrograde. Okay, yeah. I brought it on purpose. We are not in Mercury retrograde right now, but we had been. And I got to tell you, people who get concerned about Mercury retrograde, they really enjoy this candle. So, anyway, but that's just a little sampling.
Mercury retrograde. You know what that reminds me of? Remember the Three Stooges? Niagara Falls. Step by step. Remember that?
Yes.
Right. That's what they remind you. When somebody says that to me, I just want to turn around and choke them. You know, because I just can't stand that whole. And these people take it so seriously. I'll tell you, when you think something is like that, and you empower that thought with fear, and don't do this and don't do that and don't go here, don't go there. It's just a position of the planet in its orbit, and it's called retrograde because it's in that position. All right, let's not make it some voodoo person with a spear about to kill you or something. Stop that. You remember that night at the show?
Well, I was just thinking about that. I was going to bring it up, and then I'm saying, I don't want to embarrass him.
No, you're not going to embarrass me, right? We would
Because
do.
if you say that it isn't anything, okay, and then you go
We
ahead.
were doing God's Way at the studio, and I had gotten catering, and I was carrying the catering, the bag of sandwiches and everything else on
Yeah.
the platter, and it all hit the ground. All right, and it happened to be that thing that we were talking about here with the little candle. Okay, and I went inside, and I had the guests, and I had people there, and everything else like that, and I called up for food, and had food delivered. Right, I was really ticked that that thing hit the ground.
Yep.
All right, and I turned around and I said to everybody in that kitchen, the first one that says that, I'm gonna. All right, and that was it. Nobody said another word about it the rest of the night. Do you remember that? Okay, and that's it. I will not. I refuse to empower that.
Remember the $100 worth of cupcakes I brought? Yeah, I know. That's what he's okay. So remember that, okay? The gourmet cupcakes. Oh, I do, because I remember following you outside the studio, and you're moving everything with your little cart.
Did you hear
the whole thing?
Did you hear a bunch of explicatives?
Yeah. Well, I felt that way too. But it was Mercury retrograde.
Don't even say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. It was a stupid.
teasing
It was
him.
a
I'm
stupid
just
hand
teasing
truck
him. I'm
that was
teasing
broken.
him.
That didn't work right. That's what it was.
Teasing him,
And I want you to know that when they mishmashed together, they were very flavorful.
You need a better way of moving that stuff. You should see all the stuff he brings in. Oh my God. In the studio? I don't know who you think you're feeding all these people. My goodness. It's a lot of people, but not,
listen.
my God.
Listen,
He has like this.
if one person's eating over, or 30 people are eating over, I always overcook.
Yes.
Always. There's always a tremendous amount of whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. And that's
Okay.
why. And
I
then
tell them take it home.
all.
Take it. How many times I tell them take it home?
I know that. And a lot of people do. But the thing is that was Mercury retrograde too. I didn't say it to you that day, but it was.
You better be looking that
I've
way.
never told you that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know.
Enough of that.
Yeah.
Archangel Haniel, I'm sorry that we got away from this.
I'm sorry. That was funny though.
But
Yeah.
what's that you said? There's no such thing as retrograde. Oh, see, the angel told me.
Well, we just came out of there was 6 or 7 planets retrograde.
That I've
They're
noticed.
direct
I've
now,
noticed
except not
all
2
of
of
these
them
things that we've been talking about. Planets aligning. It's like 7 planets aligning in a row, and
Yeah.
and these all these planets in a retrograde, and the timing of things that are happening during that period are like the worst of the worst.
No, there's good too.
Yeah, at the
Why
end
are
of
you
it.
saying that? No. Look, I was on your show the other night as a guest, and I was talking about and my show coming up this month. I'm going to be talking more about
Angels,
it.
lasagna, and more.
It's astrology, angels, and more. Okay.
I try to make it an Italian show.
But this is November 8th. That's a beautiful full moon, that eclipse, that Taurus full moon that's coming up. It's very lucky. Very, 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 very lucky. Very good.
Jupiter, right?
Yeah. You're a ruling planet.
I listen to you, see?
See? I know you do.
Listen, I don't claim any astrological knowledge. This is my ulterior brain right here. When I need any of that, Mary, what's this mean? Okay, that, blah, 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 blah. I don't write down little notes. I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, but there's good
She
things.
tells me.
Good
Some
things
stuff I
coming
remember,
up.
some things I don't. Well, she fills in the blanks.
And good things coming up.
I know.
Especially the timing of it all. It's impeccable, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. So,
What else we got? Did we
I'm
show?
not
Oh,
sure.
we didn't show this.
Well, you were in charge of that. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
I was in charge. Really? Okay. You describe it then.
It's here. Turn
Who
it
is it?
that
Who
way.
is it?
There we go.
Okay. Which one is this? I don't have my. Oh, you do it. Here you go. Okay. Let me see. Well, we have these bracelets have black lava beads on them, and they come with
Lava.
an essential oil of the particular bracelet that it is. Which one is this?
No, that's the lava bracelet.
The lava
and it
bracelet, yeah.
Right, but you
But
can
it has
put any
tiger-
kind if you want. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it has tiger eye in it, purple agate. It has blue agate, black lava beads. The lava beads absorb the oil, which is really good, and it keeps it with it. You got red twerk. Listen to me.
It's
red,
all the
red
chakras.
turquoise. You hear that one? Turquoise. All right, red turquoise. Now I did it again.
Red turquoise. It's all the chakras.
Yeah, it's the chakra
stones
ones.
of the chakras, and then the black lava beads that you actually fill up this little container that has crystals in it.
Yeah.
Okay, charged crystals, and you fill it up with your favorite essential oil, and then you put it on every day on the
black
lava
lava
beads, and you wear it. Okay.
See that? See that?
Yeah, and essential oils. Well, you know, Tommy. I
Yes.
mean, we've talked about this. The essential oils
Yes.
that are very therapeutic, very
They are.
healing.
They are. Somebody. I went to a client's house, and she does some kind of thing with this. And
Oh yeah.
she gave me some. My wife suffers from migraines, and she said to take it, put it in your palms, do this, and put it here, and put it on the temples. All right, and your migraines they go away. All right, there are natural cures to everything. You know, taking these medications, and then you hear these commercials. You know, you see people skipping through the forest, and they're happy, they're fun. They go, there's dandelions and everything out there. They're smelling the flowers, right? And then the thing says, and this thing, right, you hear real fast, and it could kill you. Or, don't take it if you're allergic.
That's the problem.
How could you know that you're allergic to it unless you have taken it? I mean, who comes up with that concept on these pharmaceutical ads? Really? Must be an imbecile.
God has provided everything here on Mother
That's right.
Earth
Everything
that we need
everything for every
medicinally.
malady you may have. And remember, your maladies are by your personality in this life, in this path, and how you treat others and how others treat you. Okay? That's where your sicknesses come. They come through your energy fields, and when they finally reach the body, they take root and they manifest them. And don't you ever let a doctor tell you something and make it your mantra. Oh, you have this, and then you wear it as a badge of honor. You know, well, you know, my this or my that. You know, my sciatica, my whatever it is. Don't claim it.
Well, because then you're
You're
actually
reinforcing. You're reinforcing.
You're
it.
hypnotizing yourself to believe it.
That's
Every
right.
time you reinforce it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, that
That's
is
the truth.
absolutely right. You do not want to fall into that genre of people who just repeat and wear their medications for certain illnesses as a badge of honor.
No.
I got red ones, blue ones, green ones. I take this twice a day. That one there. This one's for this one's for that. Yeah. Maybe you should see an endocrinologist and let them tell you what you really need. Maybe you should see a person who specializes in hormones and let them see what you really need. You might need a supplement. You might need something that grows on this earth and is put into a capsule that will help heal you from within. And you heal yourself from within by becoming spiritual and connecting to your God sense. Because there is no sickness and disease in God, and He dwells in you. Therefore, there cannot be any in you unless you have created it. By your word, you have created it, and by your word, you are condemned. Don't fall into that category.
You don't want to reinforce it.
You don't.
Because seriously, then you're hypnotizing yourself.
That's right.
But I mean, if you need a medical doctor in some way to
Of
help
course.
you with something, of course you go. We go to medical doctors.
We
I
do.
mean, I told you, I just had
I think they were pushing that.
blood drawn yesterday, 9 tubes. Yeah, but this.
And she still had enough to fill up her face.
Yeah.
You see-
Well,
What?
no, seriously. 9 tubes of blood.
9 tubes.
But he checks for all the vitamin levels and what you're allergic to and all these other things. He isn't just checking the regular
No,
stuff.
but
That's very important.
That's what you call a broad spectrum blood test.
Yeah.
And
People
you know what?
need that.
That's what you need. Not that you go there and maybe you're diabetic, maybe you're you had Epstein-Barr or one of those designer things that they come up with now. All right. These things are all treatable. Okay, all treatable. Not everything is requiring a chemical to be put in your body that can hurt you somewhere else. All right. Remember that. And of all things to do, they give you medications and they have side effects and all this stuff. Bless those medications that they do only what they're supposed to do and nothing more with no harm to your body anywhere else. Bless them like you would bless your food that you're going to ingest. And today you better bless your food because what they're putting in there, you don't want to know.
Well, you have to be aware
Yeah,
of
that's
what
right.
you're eating too. So, but anyway, we're kind of. How much time do we have left?
I don't know. Kenny, where are we at?
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Okay. We have this many. Kenny's the strong silent type. He does this many.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
All right.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
He's silent.
I know.
I'm telling you.
He's professional.
Yeah,
Very
that's what it is.
professional. Very.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very thorough, though, young
Yes,
lad.
he is. Yes, he is.
Yes, he
He's
is.
great.
Yes.
Okay, so what else do we have to finish up with then, Tommy?
Well,
What do you think?
we are planning in the future doing other things. You know, perhaps a venue, you know,
Yes.
something like that, or do the show on site, on location somewhere,
Live.
live, you know,
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the product line either at the
Spiritual
again.
journey.
Spiritual Exploration. Oh, what am I saying?
That's Christine's
That's Christine's show.
Spiritual journey.
Spiritual
Okay.
Journey.
Oh, Tommy.
Okay, okay,
Mercury's not retrograde. Don't worry.
okay. Just remember who's driving. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. What else we say?
No, and also what I'm looking forward to doing is the some live events.
Yeah.
You know, I really
Well,
am
tell
looking
them
forward
what
to
you
it.
did the last one, and that was really great.
Yeah,
And
it was.
you can see that up on. Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
You can see that event
Yeah.
that Mary was doing gallery readings, and it went very well. And it was like 90 people there, you know, and that's a pretty good gathering in the venue that she had.
It was full. There
Yeah,
was no more
yeah.
room.
So you know, and
Yeah.
she's going to be doing more of those. You know,
And you're going to do some with me.
I guess. Okay.
We said that, remember?
Yes.
And especially in reference to the angels, then we'll bring
Yeah.
all
well, we
the
told
angels.
all the angels.
And but the thing is that we do plan on doing more live events. Plus, Spiritual Journey will be the online store. I promise will be up. Hopefully sooner than later, but absolutely before Christmas.
Absolutely.
For sure. Because,
Listen, for all your spiritual needs, just go on there, see what we got. You know, place your orders, you know, and we'll try to get it out to you in a timely fashion before the holiday. This way you have them. Giving a spiritual gift to someone, you know, you may be setting them on the right path and touch their heart with something that nobody else can touch you with, and that's the love of God.
And these are unusual gifts.
Yes.
You know, not everybody is, you know, it isn't like getting a scarf or something like that. If you give them an angel or maybe even just a little bit of incense or maybe a medallion or something like this is Archangel Raphael.
You show that.
Yeah, well, we did last show. Okay, we were showing them, and Kenny had put up pictures of them. And these actually, okay, we have all the angels. These are silver and gold plated, and they have a gem to match the archangel. And they're absolutely beautiful in person.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful in person. And you can actually see pictures of them on our Facebook page because we also have a Facebook page. Spiritual Journey Healing, it's under. And all you have to do is just go on Facebook and put that in, and you'll see actually some films and stuff of the inside of the store too. and all our podcasts are on there. But there's going to be a lot more on there and a lot of announcements. But if you ever wanted to come by the store, we are not 100% open yet, but we are open. So you would be able to, not 100%, but we are open.
I was just trying to grasp
from
that.
9 to 12 if you wanted to. And my administrative assistant, which is Angie,
You could call there and
you can call the 609-242-3900, and Angie will be very happy to assist you in any way. She's been working very diligently to be able to get all this up and online.
Yes.
You know.
So we're trying to get this in order in a timely fashion. So please bear with us a little bit. And once it's up, once it's up there, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you will. But you could still, if you happen to be around Waretown, New Jersey, come in right on Route 9.
That's right.
Okay, so
right. I think we're good now, right, Ken? 4 minutes?
4 more minutes.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
It almost feels like the studio, you know?
Yeah.
You get 3 minutes, next thing you know, you have 15 minutes. Anyway, okay. So.
Why don't you give a nice blessing, I think, huh?
All right, we could do a blessing for our people out there in television land and podcast land and any other land that comes up, Candy land, wherever you want to be. Father, Mary and I come together on behalf of everyone out there and this world that we live in right now that seems to be a bit chaotic and has been affecting the lives of so many in such a negative way. All right. We ask that you send the angels and the archangels of each individual on this planet and help them to ascend into your light and be the light being that you want them to be the God force within them. All right. This is what we ask, and we ask that all things that are just terrible in the world of the five senses here, okay, are surrounded by divine Christ love and fall away, never to harm or bother anyone again. And those that aren't enlightened and still in the darkness, okay, that they be brought to the light and see the error of their ways. No matter what side of the fence you're on, that doesn't matter. What matters is how you treat others, okay? God's prime directive is to treat others as God loves you. I mean, to love others as God loves you, and to be of fellow service to your fellow man. Okay? So you got to be of service to the people. You know? Love one another. Give it a shot. If you're angry or something over something, just surround it in love and get rid of it. Don't keep it within you. It will manifest sooner or later as a sickness. Don't do that. Okay? So, Father, we ask you to hear this prayer of intervention for the people of this planet and the people of this world here and on the other side that may be light beings that come in here and adversely move governments to do things that are horrible. Okay, we ask that you surround that in divine Christ's love and dissipate that so it falls away and doesn't affect anyone anymore. And since we agree, Mary and I, all right, and if you said that prayer with us and agree with what we had said, okay, then this world will be in a better place as of right now. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
So it is.
Namaste.
Amen.
Okay.
Many blessings. Many, many blessings to you.
Okay, music maestro.